everybody, and welcome back to the 4 a.m. pod. This is episode 2. My name is your co-host.
What?
I'm your co-host, Johnny.
And I'm Darian.
And today, we're back again, like King Von and Lil Durk.
King Von.
Blast his ass. What?
Rest in peace.
What a strange way to start the episode. Welcome back. We've had some experiences while you guys were gone, so...
Did we?
Did we? I don't know. But I'm sure a lot's happened. It's been like a month and a half. So,
Yeah.
I'm sure some stuff has happened.
Some things have happened.
I think some things have happened. So, we'll talk about that. And we have a couple topics to get into today. We have a couple things we wanna chat about.
Right now, we are in Toronto, as you can tell from our setup.
Indeed.
We're home for just a couple days. We're filming a very exciting thing, the music video for the next song and some other fun stuff.
Oh, I said that Someone Will Love You Better is the next single, by the way.
I think everyone knows.
We're filming the Someone Will Love You Better
Someone
video.
Will Love You Better video and something else, but it's all like related to the same thing. But we've been working on this for a long time, so it's really cool that it's finally here. And like, I think this video is gonna be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be the best video yet.
I think so as well.
I think we just keep upping ourselves.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot that can go wrong.
It's gonna be like, I would say it's probably one of the more intense. It's a 2-day video shoot, which we haven't done. I don't think
we've
ever.
Never done.
It's pretty intense. We're working with Iris again, who did the You're Just Drunk video, and Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
She's amazing.
She's sick. So I know it'll be good regardless, but it could be like really good. But I have to act and stuff. They're going to give me a bunch of oils and things to put in my eyes. I can't do like the...
No, it's not supposed to be like that. It's just supposed to be more like... I think it's supposed to be more like not a lot of emotion, but just like tears. Like your face is almost like numb seeming. But we don't want to give away too much. But that's what we're here for right now. And we're going back to LA, shooting something else for the day after we get there. And then we're going to Hawaii. So a busy couple of days, and then we're going to chill in Hawaii for a little bit for Lauren's March break, which is our last March break ever, because then we're all done high school.
Oh, true. Yeah, but that'll be fun. So we're going to... That's going to be a crazy trip. That's going to be sick.
It's supposed to be, like, really cool. We're going to, like, a really small island in Hawaii. Like, not, like, one of the main touristy ones. So, apparently it's really nice and really pretty, and there's lots of hiking and stuff, so very pumped for that.
Yeah, that'll be sick. Hiking. Yay.
No, but, like, Kyla is there right now. Like, she's in Hawaii, not
really?
where we're going. Yeah, she's in a different island. But, like, it literally looks insane.
I know, but like whenever we hike, I just watch my feet because I don't want to trip over something.
This is different hiking. It's like beautiful.
Okay, but LA is beautiful.
No, LA is nothing compared to this.
Obviously, I know Hawaii. I don't want to offend anybody. I know Hawaii. It's like, it's an island. It's the ocean. It's beautiful. It's green, unlike LA. But whenever we hike in LA, sometimes it's just like, wow, this view is so nice. Except I'm looking at my feet the whole time.
Except the views aren't that nice, and it's repetitive and like more for like a workout. This is like more of like an experience.
I just don't love hiking.
Yeah, I used to not really like it that much either, but it's honestly so like calming and relaxing. And
that's awesome that you feel
nice.
That way.
You are just immature. You'll grow up and realize hiking is fun.
Well, at this point, I'm immature.
Well, when you're in Hawaii, you don't get to complain about things like hiking.
I just want to ride horses, dude.
We are riding horses. Apparently.
Yeah, I know.
Last time I rode a horse, my back hurt so much after.
Guess what? I don't care. Who?
What?
Asked.
Anyways.
Do you know Yeet? Shh. You know Playboy Cardi?
Yeah, I do.
Anyways.
Our topic for this week is kind of like broad.
It's kind of the music industry in general and the state of
social
things.
media and the music industry. That's like our overarching topic.
With a couple of tangents, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just more of like a conversation starter. And we asked for some questions from you guys on that topic, so we'll get to those later.
But in general, I think the way that social media has evolved with the music industry is very interesting, because initially it was a way for artists to be more known by their fans, and it still is for sure. It's a way to be more personal and talk to people and have them actually listen to your thoughts instead of just listening to the album and that's what you think, which is interesting because the album used to be like a very crafted, very artistic way of putting things, and now with Twitter you can just be like, I hate the U.S. government. You know what I mean?
What?
I'm talking about like I don't know, like
putting like a political message.
Yeah, like
in
a
Rage
song. Against the Machine or something. The machine being
yes.
And then now you can tweet whatever you want and just say it in plain words, 240 characters or less. So I think that's interesting. I also think like the 2010s are very interesting. The way that Bieber initially started.
I was just thinking about Bieber.
Yeah, like I feel like was one of the first adopters.
He was. If you watch the like Never Say Never documentary, they like talk about it in that, and they talk about Twitter because like I don't think Instagram was even alive yet. No. So it was like Twitter was kind of like the first platform like that, you know.
Like MySpace, but not really.
But like it was different. Yeah. And Justin Bieber was like the first artist that like really utilized that, and was like directly would talk to his fans. Like I remember there's a scene where he's like sick and like misses a show or something like that, and like he's like tweeting out like I don't want to let any of you down, whatever, and then just like, and that's when Twitter was like popping, so there was like thousands and thousands and thousands of like retweets, but like an artist before that would never have been able to do that.
Yeah, like they would just it would be a press release, you know what I mean? I think it'd be really interesting if Led Zeppelin had a Twitter. What would they be? What would they say?
I honestly think that it takes away from like the like mysteriousness of like artists and like them. I mean, it's good and bad because first of all, it makes you realize like these people are just people. Like it humanizes people, I think, a little bit in that way, because before it's like artists are untouchable, you can't reach them. And then with social media, it's like, well, actually, we're all just normal people, and some people make music that people like, and you know.
Yeah.
But like
for sure, like I don't think
Michael Jackson and all those people might not have seemed like so like crazy idols if they were more reachable with social media.
I don't think there could ever be a true like rock star again unless they like just didn't use social media.
But then how would you even like connect with people?
Exactly.
Like it's changed so much. Like you can't just like the radio is not enough now to like be big.
Which brings us to our next topic. So like social media first was just a way to talk to your fans more directly. Now it's the entire marketing strategy for a song. Labels are great at mainstream stuff, and on our label great at digital stuff as well. Like we have Mia and Kyla and everybody else in marketing who are just so good at like digital stuff. But like there's no formula, which is scary for a label, because music used to be like a sure way to make money. Like you always had your ways to like make somebody blow up if you really wanted to, and you really had the resources allocated to that project. You could make somebody blow up. You just blast them on the radio and on every billboard and on every like show, because that's how people would find out about you. But now, like, it's all algorithm based. Like, there's literally nothing that you can do.
The consumers are like the people who are making those decisions now, which is a good thing and a bad thing. I was thinking about this last night. It's really great for like up and coming artists. Like if you don't have a label behind you and no money behind you, that you wouldn't be able to like spend $100,000 on like a marketing campaign for your single or something. It's amazing because you can literally in your room make a video, post it on TikTok, and like possibly reach a lot of people. So it's really great for people like that. It's also pretty good for people who are like really big, like Harry Styles is an example. Like he's not even on TikTok, but like he has enough fans that use TikTok that will like turn his songs into trends without him asking. Like, you know, it's like great for that. It's not so great for the in between people like your level, like medium level artists, because there's no guarantee that you're just going to naturally have like TikTok, like hype around your song.
Yeah.
And you have to be responsible for like creating a lot of it. Yeah. And now people like DSPs, Spotify care more about what's happening on TikTok than just like a good song, kind of. That's 100%. What it seems like. And like that's what I've heard. So for you, it's like if you don't have buzz going on online, now it's like, well, we need more buzz online for Johnny to get in this playlist. And it's just like, what? You're like, I've been at this for years and now I'm finally making like the best music, and you actually have to focus more of your strategy on damn TikTok than anything else.
Yeah. And we're like reverting. Like now you make a song for TikTok,
which takes all the art out of it, which we don't, we're not making songs for TikTok, that's for sure.
Yeah. No.
But you do have to, like, when you have a song, you have to keep in mind, which song do we think is gonna, you know, have the best chance of life on the platform? Or, you know, also at the end of the day, like a good song is a good song and it will reach people and they'll connect to it if they want to. But it's just so hard now. Like you really don't know what's gonna happen when you put music out.
You don't. I was gonna say something good, but I forgot. Anyways, but yeah. Oh, TikTok has become the judge of whether or not a song is good. Like I feel like there's no room for interpretation anymore. Even like we were talking about like Driver's License. Like when I first heard that song, it's a great song, but I was like, this is a great song. Like this is good.
Cool.
It's cool. And I like the bridge a lot. That was my favorite part of the song, but I was like, this is good. And like Old Town Road, the first time I heard that song, I was like, what is this? And it's catchy. It's sticky for sure. But I was like, what is this song? This is so strange. And then TikTok made those songs great. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
like now, like your opinion of those songs. I mean, Old Town Road's like kind of a different story. It's more of like a meme, but like Driver's License is a good example. Like now, whether or not you don't know if you really thought it was an amazing song the first time you heard it, or if everyone else says that, so you agree.
Yeah.
Which I'm not. I love Olivia Rodrigo. I think her music's great, and I think she actually deserves the love that she gets.
Absolutely.
Which some songs I'm like, why is this song big? You know. I know what you're gonna say, but like I honestly think she's really talented. She's an amazing songwriter, so she deserves it. But like it's actually crazy, like that will happen, and you could have a song, and like your A&Rs could be like, it's okay. But like we believe in it, and then we post it on TikTok, and then the people are like, this song is so good.
This song is so good.
Gets hyped, and then they're all like, oh, this is the best song ever. We got to take it to radio, and
exactly.
You're like, bro, are you serious?
Which is annoying. But ultimately, you know, it's the game we play.
Yep.
There's always a balance between commercial viability and artistry. You have to balance it a little bit. And if we do that, like I'm not making exactly what's in my brain because I would be an alternative artist.
Yeah. And like when you're your stage, like eventually you could, you know, make an album or a project like that, even if you don't put it out on like main platforms, like whatever you want to do, like you can just do projects for fun. Like Justin Bieber did journals, like that was his passion project. You can tell that that's what he loves to do the most, but it's obviously not gonna, you know, be the biggest songs. They're not gonna be on the radio and all that stuff. So balance.
Remember that was like a Music Monday thing? That was so fire.
Music
Do you
Monday?
remember that? He put out a song.
Mondays?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I literally think Journals is his best album. So
I think so as well.
Like I love
so
Journals.
raw, and those songs are so sick.
The melodies,
they're ridiculous. That must have been Pooh Bear.
It was like all him and Pooh Bear.
Yeah.
If you look at the credits, but you can tell it's like so his vibe.
It's so Pooh Bear.
You got to do a session with Pooh Bear. Man.
I remember he was like the person to work with when we were coming up.
He's just like melody god.
Melody god. But we digress. And also TikTok is a DSP now, apparently.
Yeah, they're like competing with Spotify. Well, I think Spotify sees them as one of their competitors. But the thing is, it's weird because nobody like goes to TikTok to listen to music. Like you might find music on there. It's like more discoverability. And
But
then you
also,
go on
like,
Spotify.
knowing TikTok's aggressive
That's
ass
true. They'll just
expansion
add it.
program, that's not far out to say. So Spotify, honestly, in doing
Smart.
that is probably just being smart.
Oh,
because
you know TikTok has like a full strategy to take over every platform.
they want to take over everything.
They've
and
already got YouTube.
They probably can. I don't go on YouTube
They've
anymore.
literally fully got YouTube. Now you can you upload 10-minute videos now? Or is it just 3?
I think it's 3.
Still, 3 minutes? That's literally the attention span of people now.
Yeah.
Like, they're
That
not
was-
watching 20-minute videos.
That was an
YouTube.
entire Casey Neistat video back in the day. Or no, wasn't it like 10 minutes?
No, a
That's
lot of
it.
his were short.
That's an entire David Dobrik video, almost.
Almost, yeah. It's like, same
Which
thing.
I don't watch anymore.
I don't think anyone does.
I know, which is crazy.
Especially also, though, like, YouTube is... I don't want to say YouTube's done, but, like, the viewership on YouTube is down so much because... It's always going to be a great format for, like, certain types of content, but
as soon as TikTok does, unlimited upload,
yeah.
like no time limit on the uploads.
For me, it's the vertical thing. Like, all the
Yeah,
videos
but
have to be
that's-
vertical unless you turn your phone, which...
But I'm sure there'll be a full screen option for videos over a minute
Maybe.
soon. You know what I mean?
Like, but then it'd have to turn sideways.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you think that's not a big deal, but people don't want to turn their phone sideways. Like, they want to be, like, watching vertical videos on TikTok scrolling.
I know, but if you come across a video, it could say, like, rotate your phone, and then the likes and whatever disappear.
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
sure
they could do that for sure.
I'm sure they'll focus group it and find the thing that works the best.
For me, it's like, I don't watch videos on my phone. Like, I would never watch, I don't watch YouTube on my phone. I would watch it on my computer. So, like, I know TikTok is on desktop, but it's still, like, vertical, so... But, I mean, that seems like a pretty easy thing to sort out.
And who watches TikTok on their desktop?
Yeah, no one. So
I don't know. But, like, we see our analytics, and the majority of people watching my YouTube videos are on their phones.
No, yeah, they are. I'm just unique.
Yeah. But, like...
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's true.
I think TikTok is going to take over the world, which is wild. Because literally, when TikTok launched, I remember there was a party in LA, and I didn't go. And
Yeah.
I was like, this is the... And it was like...
We're like, who's
It was a
gonna
bunch
use
of, like,
this?
washed people at the party. And I was like...
It was
this,
like it was a couple years before
Yeah.
TikTok. Like,
I was like, this platform is
big.
doomed.
we're like, why are they changing the name and who's gonna go? And it was like you hadn't even been really using Musical.ly at that time.
Yeah,
either.
Musical.ly was dead at that point.
So weird how they just changed the name and then the platform's the biggest platform ever.
I want to know the marketing team that did that.
Seriously.
I want
'cause
to know the
props.
marketing team or the strategy team that was like, okay, we're switching gears and this is what we're doing, and I need to know them.
Speaking of the whole TikTok YouTube thing, literally we're shooting a music video this weekend and we were saying like,
Oh yeah.
does anyone even watch? I mean, definitely people still do because that's where all music videos are, but it's like people are not watching YouTube music videos as much as they used to be
Yeah.
because people just aren't watching YouTube as much as they used to be. And it's like, well, should we be looking at, other platforms for music videos as more of the main focus?
Mm-hmm.
It's an interesting topic. People haven't really done it yet, but like maybe TikTok music videos are going to be where it is, or like Instagram.
Yeah,
or
we were
Facebook.
saying if we can bring that to TikTok, the music video to
we
TikTok.
can't let anyone steal our idea, so.
Never mind.
Okay, we are back. We just had to take a quick intermission for a call
Mhm.
with the label, but we're back, and we're going to be answering the questions that you guys have asked us. So the topic was social media and the music industry, so we'll see what we got out of that. I mean, I guess this is yeah, it's all related. Do you feel that sometimes fans overstep their boundaries on social media?
Sometimes. I think privacy is something that has been a theme over the last couple months especially. And for me, like, I don't really care. Being in the industry, you kind of surrender any privacy that you have. That's kind of a given until you're huge and you can hide away, like Beyonce. Who knows what she's doing? I'm sure
True.
somebody does, but yeah, but like the other people in my life didn't sign up for that. So I think that is something that has been hard to deal with. And obviously people are curious and they care, which is awesome. And so it's like an internal battle. Like, are people being like nosy? Maybe, but are they doing it because they just care?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think in general, like, not just like you specifically, like people just expect a lot from like public figures, no matter if you're an artist or not. Like, it's like you feel like it's like, because we were talking about before, social media makes you feel like you know people, and then you expect like, well, I want to know every aspect of your life then,
Right.
even with like celebrities, like couples or whatever, it's like you want to know things about them because like you feel like you know everything else. So I feel like people probably don't mean to like overstep boundaries. It's just like their boundaries, like they don't see them as
There's
boundaries.
very blurred lines.
Like if it was like a random person that you saw walking on the street that was like a couple, like, you wouldn't be like, so like how long have you guys been dating, like asking them all these questions or like expecting to know their business. But it's because it's someone that you follow on your phone and like you feel connected to, almost like it's like your friend.
Right.
So I guess it's like, the lines are just like very blurred for some people.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It is interesting.
It's all a balance.
It is all a balance for sure. And it's not become such a huge issue where like anything like crazy has happened. But it is a reoccurring theme.
You also can choose how much that you share. Like a lot of people think, let's say like Emma Chamberlain or like Justin Bieber, like all these people. Emma Chamberlain's a better example because she's more of like a social media person. Like people probably think that they know every single thing about her life. And then she went on that Call Her Daddy podcast and you were like, realize like, wow, like she's actually a lot different than she is portrayed herself. Right. Which she did for her own reasons.
I am as well.
Yeah, so are you. And like, even with her, like as she's gotten older, she shared more because she wanted to, and same with you. But like, that's what you kind of have to remember is like, you don't know everything about everyone. You don't actually know like their whole, like their persona.
Yeah.
So
I feel like a lot of people think I'm just like this like sweet boy, but I'm also like a dude.
Okay, well, you're not like, I wouldn't say your personality's that far off.
It's really not. Show. It's not. Like me talking, like I'm not putting on an act. It's just how I am. When I do TikToks, whatever, it's me. Why am I yawning?
But I also think like even normal people do that. Like normal people who are not any sort of celebrities, like everyone on social media puts up some sort of wall of a facade to some degree.
For sure. Because it's like a fantasy world. You can be whoever you want.
Exactly. It's actually
crazy.
Scary. Does the music industry get easier as you grow and become more famous?
Yeah. Well, like, actually, yeah. In general, yes.
I would say yes, but then it also comes with a lot of other issues.
For sure.
It takes the fun out of it sometimes.
Yeah, and it adds a lot more pressure, especially when you're at the level that I'm at. There's a lot of pressure to, like, make something happen.
A lot.
And it'll come up in little ways, whatever, in meetings. You can just see sometimes it's written on people's faces. But, like, fair enough. Like, people put money into you, they expect results. So
yeah, it really becomes more of a business.
It is definitely more of a business.
Sucks,
it's hard to... That's why I mostly remove myself from that, because I feel like I'd just be consumed with all the numbers and the pressure, and it would end up making me less productive.
Be an artist, really.
Yeah.
If you're also the businessman.
Yeah.
Like, it definitely takes the art out of the art.
For sure. Like, you see, like, Jay-Z. Like, Jay-Z still is an artist, but he devotes probably most of his time to his business.
That's, like, because he's at the level he's at now, too. But, he's not doing both to the same degree that he would have been.
Because you can't do both. You're either a business person or an artist to a degree. Yeah, I stand by that. I'm gonna double down on that. You're either a business person or an artist, but you can't truly be both.
Yeah, you can like
There's
dabble.
simply not enough time in the day.
You can dabble in both,
Yeah.
for sure. But you need to have other people around you that help make
For
the
sure.
business side come to life. If you
For
still
sure.
want to be an artist.
For sure. Like, you can't, as a business person, lock yourself down for 3 weeks and make an album. You just can't do that because your business will fail.
Yeah, you'll be like, your emails will be like
You'll have
unanswered.
1,000 emails and people will cut ties with you because they can't get a response. So you could have other people managing that, but then you're not truly a business person either. You know what I mean?
There's a lot of questions in general about like labels and like social media and how you choose the song that'll be released, like how long it takes.
Let's just rapid fire
Would a
that.
label drop an artist if they didn't make a lot of streams on
Yes.
social media, blah, blah, blah. Well, as we kind of touched on this before, it's like there's so much pressure now from social media with music. It used to be like you made an album, you would decide what the songs were that were good, and then you'd put them out and like market the like traditional way. But yeah, now like luckily this has been so much of a case for you, but some artists like they will not get a release date if they don't have traction already before the song's even out.
Like
Like
exactly.
their label literally won't give them a release date. They're like, we're not going to put money into this if people don't want it. And you're just like, what?
Which has always been the case. Like Kanye,
Yeah, but that was more like he just had to convince the label
that he was
himself,
that
not
he was
like
a rapper.
convincing millions of people that, you know.
But also he put his own money into Through the Wire and then put
True.
the video out.
True.
So it's always been like that to a degree, and I'm lucky to be in a position where I have a built-in audience.
Mm-hmm.
So the label can throw money behind a song and put it out and know that it's gonna at least do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like if it's a real clunker, it'll still get a few million streams at least.
Yeah.
Which cannot be said for the majority of artists out there.
True.
Which I hope doesn't come off as cocky because I'm not trying to be, but it's true.
Yeah,
Like
there's lots of artists that are a lot bigger than you, so.
Exactly. There's a lot. There's who's an example? Like, I don't know. Any like big artist just like can't fail. They put out a song, it can't fail in terms of like in my
Like Bieber.
Yeah, Bieber. If he puts out a song, it gets as like Justin Bieber. Forget about like collabs or whatever. If he puts out a song as Justin Bieber and puts money behind it, that song is gonna get a couple 100 million streams.
Yeah.
It's just
Pretty
going
much
to
guaranteed.
because he's Justin Bieber. So
Yeah.
the label has no problem putting money behind him because they know they're going to make it back. But long story short, if you aren't streaming well, will a label drop you? Yes. How do you choose what song is coming out next? It's kind of unanimous. And like you know when you hear a good song or not.
True.
You know how it makes you feel. So that's kind of how. Like Someone Will Love You Better. Everybody, when they first heard it, was like, oh my God, like this is really good. And commercially viable. Let's put it out. And I was like, all right, cool. What else?
That's pretty much like it. I think we addressed all the other ones.
Yeah. Oh, it takes about. Well, you can just put a song out on TuneCore at whatever time you want, and
Oh, yeah.
as an independent artist, and it takes like a couple days or something.
Yeah.
But the label usually wants singles like 4 to 5 weeks in advance.
We've been dealing with this issue right now.
Yeah.
It's like they usually need like honestly like 6 weeks from the time that they like have the master or like have like finalized audio to a whatever level. 6 weeks, like that's
6
over like a
weeks.
month and a half. So like that's like when the song's done. So like when we're like all excited about songs, like they're not even done. Like they're like we're like finishing the reference mixes, like
Yeah,
you
and
know?
then you send them to.
and then it probably takes 3 weeks after that to get mixed and then
Yeah.
whatever. So like the process takes a long time. By the time you decide, okay, this is our next song, let's finish it up to the time that it comes out, it's probably like 3 to 4 months, which is annoying, and we're
At the
trying to
very
shorten
least.
that time.
Someone Will Love You Better is a quick release, and that
Someone
was
Will
like
Love You Better, we wrote in
October?
October, finished it up, decided that it should be the next single in probably January, and we wanted it to come out in March, and then basically the label was like, it's not going to happen because you won't be able to do like music videos and like all this stuff. Plus it's like really one of the first, You Were Just Drunk was the first single off the album, but like this is like,
Yeah.
yeah, like
It's been 7 months.
there's been such a big gap. Like this really is like for the year, the initiation point. So we had to do all of this stuff and figure out pretty much like the whole plan for the project before we could put the song out. So that's why it's taken so long. And you guys, after this will be coming out on Friday of this week, but you guys will see pretty soon, like the stuff is going to start ramping up, and you know, teasers are going to be going out and all that stuff. So we're close, but just know that it's out of our control at this point, and we have been fighting to get the song out as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be March, then it was supposed to be a certain date, and then it got pushed to a certain date. So just know we're trying very hard, but there will be new music for the shows, so you can interpolate that.
Yeah.
Interpolate?
No.
Interpretate. Interpretate. Interpret.
That sounds wrong.
Interpretate.
Interpret.
Interpret.
You can interpret that in any way in any way you want to. It's like, something still sounds a little off.
How do you get nominated for a Grammy? Do you need to have a minimum number of streams?
No.
You just submit yourself to the Academy, and they decide. But like
that definitely has a factor.
He wouldn't submit himself at this point for a Grammy because like he's not there yet. But like Olivia Rodrigo, for example, she definitely submitted herself for. Are there Grammy? No, the Grammy things are out already. How many she got nominated for?
Did she get nominated?
Are they out? They must be. Isn't the Grammy soon?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyways, like obviously she was gonna nominate her team was gonna submit herself for the Grammys this year.
Because her song.
Because she had like the biggest album of the year. You know?
It'll be April 3rd, yeah.
So when you have your moment, you obviously know, and then you'll nominate yourself for whatever categories you think you could win in. But yeah, you do it yourself. It's the same with the Junos. Like your team submits yourself for certain categories, which we
Driver's License is nominated for Record of the Year.
Obviously.
Yeah. So is Peaches and Happier Than Ever.
Yeah, those are all very big
Leave
songs.
the Door Open, probably gonna win.
I think Olivia Rodrigo is gonna win.
Planet Her, Happier Than Ever. Damn, look at the writers.
They're getting that publishing money.
That poop.
Go off, Billy. She's making the most money of any artist because it's just her and Phineas.
Yeah.
This is a question for me. Do you have any classes you recommend I take at Ryerson relating to this industry? Because I was in creative industries at Ryerson, and my focus was music. There's actually a class that's called social media in the music industry. But to be honest, it's not that valuable. It's like kind of outdated.
Just work with an artist.
I honestly liked the class. It was like concert and festival management the most. So I would recommend taking that.
That's crazy. Oh. The only people listed on Olivia Rodrigo's thing for
her and
songwriters
Dan.
And Casey Smith.
And Casey Smith. She wrote Jealousy.
Really?
With her.
Casey Smith we've worked with. She wrote on Deep Down.
Yeah. Yeah, so actually Olivia Rodrigo is also making bank.
Danda. Oh my god.
Jeez. That's a lot.
Danda.
So it's like, you know, when it's like Grammy winning writer or like producer, and then you have to look at how many writers there are.
This is how many writers. And you could have said like 3 words. That would suck to be nominated in the same year as Olivia Rodrigo, because she is gonna be washing everybody's windows.
It's like Billy round 2.
Yeah.
It's honestly just good to be nominated though, that level. Well, I think that is all the questions we have for today. We kind of answered all the rest of them with all of our other questions.
Yeah.
So that is all for today. We got to go to a music video fitting now.
Indeed.
And we're shooting the music videos this weekend, so it's going to be fun.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Oh, wait, what was our outro that you did last time? You're like, thank you for watching and listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching and listening. Like 100 times.
Thank you for watching and listening. And then also watching while you're listening. And thank you so much for listening and watching at the same time. Or if you're not watching while you're listening, then that's cool too. Just make sure you're listening at the very least. Indeed. Even if you're not watching. And if you're driving, definitely don't watch.
Watch the road.
Be sure to listen. But thanks for watching or listening, or both. and have a great day.